Hello, and welcome to The Sims 3 Volition Hunger Games Season 10! This is the losers season, so, I would not, look at these characters if you don't want spoilers, because these guys are the ones that die first, all the time. So, every single one of these guys died first, and I'm going to introduce them to you and tell you a little bit about them in this video, and that's what this video is about. Also share their alliances and all that good stuff. So, let's get started. So, this is actually my sim, Morgan Ledbetter. I was in the first season, and I didn't make it, and then I was brought back for the Bring Back Dead fan favorite season, and I was the first dead of that season. So, I'm here as a failure in the first dead season. So, yes, like I said, this is Morgan Ledbetter. And her traits are artistic, so she likes doing art. She's couch potato, so she likes watching TV and playing video games and isn't really into working out. She is excitable, so she gets excited about like everything. Family oriented, which isn't going to help at all during the Sims Hunger Games. And she's good, so she likes to go out of her way to help other Sims. But yeah, so this is my sim. This sim is Mike Watson. He was in, I believe it was season 8, it was the Western themed season, and he was the first dead. I don't remember how Mike Watson died. I want to say maybe he drowned. I could be wrong. He survived like days in. He was the longest surviving of the first dead people. So he has that going for him. Anyways, that is why he is in this Western outfit. He is charismatic, so he's really good at talking with other people. He's a computer whiz, so he's going to be really great at computers. He's eccentric, so he's really great at inventing. He's lucky. Did it prevent him from being the first dead? But, I mean, lucky has come in handy in the past, so maybe it'll come in handy again for him. And he's perceptive, so he's really great at figuring out other traits and stuff. So, yes, this is the Mike Watson sim. This sim is the Alex Polly sim. Alex Polly, I believe, also died by cowplant. Those cowplants. Anyway, so this is what she looks like. Her sim is absent-minded, so she's going to get lost a lot. She's going to forget what she was doing or where she was going. So it's just kind of a nice distraction. I think these sims are more likely eaten by cowplant too. She's adventurous, so it sounds good for the Hunger Games, but it's really not going to help with the Hunger Games. Anyway, she likes to travel and explore. She's clumsy. This is a terrible one for the Hunger Games because you're more likely to get killed pretty much in everything. So yeah, there's that. But she's friendly, so she's good at making friends and keeping them. And she loves the heat, which is absolutely an incredible trait if it's a heaty, did I say that? A very high heat season where the temperatures are high, because this will prevent you from spontaneously combusting quicker. Yeah. So anyways, this is Alex Polly. This sim right here is Xavier Porter. He is the first dead from season 1, the one that has gotten the most slack for dying first because he's really bad at surviving. You'll find out with that whenever I show you the next character. Anyways, Xavier rushed into a fire and caught on fire in season 1. Pretty close to the beginning. So poor Xavier didn't last very long. He's ambitious, so he's going to be upset if he doesn't get promoted and stuff. He's not going to have a job, so, because it's the Hunger Games. He's excitable, so he's going to get excited about like pretty much everything. And he's friendly, so he's really great at making friends and keeping them around. And he has a good sense of humor, so all of his jokes are going to be like the best jokes ever, and everyone's going to laugh at them. And he's perceptive, so he's really great at figuring out other traits. But yeah, this is Xavier Porter. This sim is Zavina Porter. I think it was season 6 she's from. Anyways, it's the gender swap season, so you might be like, oh my goodness, she looks an awful lot like Xavier Porter. That's because she's Xavier Porter's gender swap, Zavina Porter. So Zavina is she was also the first dead, and that is why Xavier is the absolute worst at having his character stay alive, because both of his characters have died first, and that is just ridiculous. So I think she was also eaten by cowplant. That seems like a very common first death. Fire or cow death. Anyways, cow death, cowplant death. So yes, Zavina. She is the evil gender swap of Xavier Porter. She is ambitious, so just like Xavier, with the gender swap rules, you had to take two traits from the other sim. So she is friendly because of Xavier, and she is ambitious because of Xavier. But thrown in there, she is also evil. So she loves the misfortune of others, and she loves to live a life away from goodness. Some say that she is evil because of the red scarf, that it is an item that gives you evilness. I don't know, but Zavina does wear a red scarf. She's proper, so I think that's pretty awesome. She's going to want to wear her formal outfit a lot. And she's socially awkward, so she tries to fit in sometimes, but sometimes she says the wrong thing. So she's kind of like a socially awkward, but really friendly, evil person that's super proper. So it's just kind of an amazing character in general. All the gender swap sims were just absolutely amazing, and Savina is no different. She's kind of rude and evil, but she's very friendly once you get to know her. Anyways, so this is Zavina Porter. This sim is Jason Strawman. Jason Strawman was in season 2, I believe, the co-op season. He was co-op partners with Jenny. Unfortunately, he did not survive to help Jenny out. And the way he died was everybody was in a maze at the bottom, and he was the last one out of the maze, which means he gets trapped down underground, and he ended up starving to death. So yes, this is Jason Strawman, and he is back for another go at this. For his traits, he is charismatic, so he's going to be really good at talking with other sims. He's a dog person, so he just loves dogs. He's family oriented, but that's not going to help him at all because he's not going to have a family in the Hunger Games. He's friendly, so he gets along. There are a ton of friendly sims this season. All the friendly ones must die first or something, but he's friendly, and he loves getting along with other people, making friends, and he also has a good sense of humor, so he's going to tell great jokes and be super entertaining, just like in real life. So, yes, this is Jason Strawman's sim. I might just call him Strawman, just so you know. Might be like Strawman this, Strawman that, 'cause that's what I call him in real life. Okay, next sim. This sim is Casey Fish. He's coincidentally in like the same outfit as Jason Strawman, but oh well, we're gonna deal with it. That doesn't mean they're partners or anything, it just means from their season they were both wearing the same outfit. This outfit is an unlucky outfit, I think, because they both died first. Don't want to be light blue. Got it. So for his traits, he is a gatherer. So he likes picking things up and catching them and planting them and all that stuff. Or at least his sim does. He's handy. I know he's handy in real life. He's really great at repairing things and fixing things. He's not going to get electrocuted when repairing something. So that's like a huge benefit. He also loves the outdoors, so he likes being outside. Most of the times in the Hunger Games that's helpful. Sometimes it's not. We'll see. He's a natural cook, so he's going to be really great at cooking things. And he's never going to catch on fire and die that way while cooking in the kitchen. That happened to somebody one season, so I mean, that sounds like a handy trait to me. But yeah, he's great at cooking. And he's perceptive, so he's going to figure out other people's traits quicker. Anyways, this is Casey Fish. Also, just so you know, Casey Fish died in a fire. Back to the character introductions. This is Tom Nora. Tom Nora died somehow first, but I don't quite remember how he died first. I would like to believe in my head that he died in a fight with like a toilet or something like that. But it probably didn't happen like that. I mean, hopefully he at least died in a bathroom. I feel like he died in a maze. I don't know though. Anyways, he died somehow, and he died first. And what's really funny is, like, a lot of people thought he'd die first because Tom Nora is, like, literally the nicest person on the planet ever. And so they all thought he'd, like, risk his life to save someone. That's how he died first. And then he did. So this is Tom Nora, and he is the nicest guy that ever existed. And the world's greatest orator of our time, just so you know. He is friendly, so... Oh my gosh, all the friendly sims must have died first, because here is another friendly sim that died first. Do not be friendly. Noted. He is a light sleeper, so he's not going to very sleep well at night. He's going to get woken up by, like, tons of things. He's a natural-born performer, which is true. However, it's really not going to help with the Sims Hunger Games unless he, like, comes back as a magician across town and we, like, run into him or something. Then he's just going to be, like, this amazing magician. Because that happened once. Oddly. Okay. He's also neurotic, so he's going to freak out the most minor provocations, and he's going to become really stressed by them. Like, he's going to be like, oh my gosh, I need to check the faucet to make sure it's not flooding the house, and all that stuff. He's also a slob, except for in the bathroom, because he doesn't really technically use the bathroom, he says. He leaves messes everywhere, but he's not going to be upset whenever things are dirty, but his sim should be upset when the toilet's dirty. Anyways, the point is, yeah, he just doesn't mind because he's kind of a slob. Anyways, hopefully Tom will survive this time because he's a nice sim. He deserves to survive a little bit. And our final sim for this season is Mitch Cronin. So I remember how Mitch Cronin died. Mitch Cronin was outside swimming in the pool. It was the desert season, season 3, I believe. And he gets out of the pool and he spontaneously combustids because I cranked up the heat, which was absolutely just an amazing death for Mitch because Mitch has like fans blowing on him at work and he's like always hot. So he was like, gee Morgan, thanks for putting me in the season that was really hot, which was kind of funny. Anyways, so yeah, here's Mitch and he better hope that this is not a hot season. Will it be? I don't know. And he has a good sense of humor, so he always tells really great jokes. He is inappropriate, so hey, he's the only inappropriate sim this season. Normally we have a few, but I love this trait. He says the wrong things at the wrong time, he doesn't dress properly, and he doesn't apologize. Mitch doesn't really enjoy mocking people with harsh words, but his sim, well, you know, I mean, Mitch also normally dresses properly too, but it's just a fun trait, being inappropriate, I think. And he's a night owl, so he's going to love staying up late, and he's going to not want to wake up early. He's perceptive, so he's going to pick out other traits quickly. And he is a vehicle enthusiast, so there are no vehicles in the Hunger Games, so this will not help him, but he loves them if they were to exist in the Hunger Games. Anyways, so this is Mitch Cronin. Okay, so now we're going to go through who is whose alliance and enemy. They were allowed to choose an alliance and an enemy, and I once again let them choose a romance if they wanted because Zavina was in this season, and since Zavina is like a fake version of Xavian, I wanted people allowed to romance Zavina if they wanted to, but nobody did. So, anyways, so that was allowed, but it did not happen, and we will now go through alliances and enemies, starting with Morgan, since I'm at the top right there. I chose Mitch Cronin. Oh no, my alliance is not saved? Okay, well I guess I'll set this up right as I go then. I chose Mitch Cronin to be my alliance. And for my enemies, I decided not to have one. So that is the way Morgan chose things to go down. Mike Watson chose Jason Strawman to be his alliance. Jason's over here. And then he did not choose to have any enemies. So, oh wait a second. Yes, no enemies for Mike Watson, who chose Jason Strawman. Alex Polly, she chose Mitch Cronin to be her alliance. That's 2 alliances for Mitch already. And she did not want to have any enemies. So yes, they shall be alliances. Zavina Porter chose Morgan Ledbetter to be her alliance. Technically, Morgan and Zavian are like 6 cousins or something like that in real life, so it says 23 in me. So Morgan and Zavina are like 6 cousins or something like that. So like we have like the same beginning of our chromosome 17 strand, so we got to stick together. Yeah, so Xavian and Morgan and Zavina, we've got this. We've got this, guys, just so you know. Okay, so Zavina, blah, blah, blah. Her enemy, oh, but she chose Xavian as her enemy? So much for sticking together with chromosome 17. Okay, well, those two are going to fight. I guess she is like the anti-Xavian, so that makes sense that they would be enemies, you know? And then next we have Xavian Porter. And Xavian is also alliances with Morgan Ledbetter, chromosome 17. And he chose Zavina to be his enemy. So they are like mortal enemies, and we're gonna actually have him we're gonna have them insult each other so that they can become like super enemies too. Hopefully people's AI is still turned off. It might be turned back on, but I hope not. Anyways, they're gonna become enemies. We'll just show this right here. He's insulting her, and now they're gonna fight, and they're gonna become declaring her a nemesis. Where's that option? Fight! Declare Zavina a nemesis. Yeah, nemesis is. Mitch is like, yeah. Okay, so Xavian learned that Zavina is evil. Good to know. Okay, so that is the way that went down. No, those two are mortal enemies. Enemy. Okay, so Jason Strawman. He chose Tom Nora to be his alliance. and he chose no enemies. True story. Okay. Casey Fish. Casey Fish chose Jason Strawman to be his alliance. And Tom Nora to be his enemy? That is shocking to me. I thought Jason Strawman and Tom Nora would be like BFFs, but okay. Okay then. I see how it is. Tom Nora, however, chose Jason Strawman to be his alliance. Wait, I thought Jason Strawman chose Tom Nora to be his enemy. Did I mess this up? Jason Strawman? Oh, Jason Strawman did choose Nora. Casey did not choose Tom Nora. Okay. Got a little confused right there. Got it. I'm back on track now, though. Okay, so Tom Nora chose Jason Strawman, making them our only pair of BFFs so far to occur. So, Jason Strawman, Tom Nora, BFFs, which I totally called it. However, Tom Nora, of course, does not want any enemies because Tom Nora, this guy, nicest guy ever. Okay, on to Mitch Cronin. Mitch Cronin is right here, and Mitch Cronin chose Alex Pauly, making them our second set of BFFs, Alex Pauly and Mitch Cronin, and he chose his enemy to be Zavina. I'm not sure. I kind of feel like maybe Mitch told me this. Maybe he didn't, but he might have chosen Zavina because Mitchell, his gender swap, asked Zavina out, and Zavina turned Mitchell down. And I think Mitch might be getting even with her a little bit right here, but I might be just reading into that too far. I'm not really sure. Anyways, so, yeah, these are the Sims this season and their alliances and all that good stuff. So, next video will be about their training video where I just let them go free for a little bit in here and see what they do. You kind of get their like first taste of their personalities and everybody combined. This is the first time like all these guys have been in a season together except for Morgan has been in a season with Xavier before. But other than that, none of these guys have ever been together. So that should be really interesting and fun, I think. But yeah, so thanks for watching the character introduction video and I hope you enjoy this season.